Yo guys, it's oh shoot, I gotta get the lighting. It's your boy Markiplier of KaiZaiBeat.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to be a part of the comment house, then just hit that subscribe button and I will love you long time.
Wait till you see them. No. No.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I'm pumped for today's video because we're going to be getting into Kid Laroi and Juice WRLD type vibes. In fact, I think it was just last week that the Kid Laroi and Lil Mosey just dropped the music video for their song called Wrong. I'm going to show you guys how to work with guitar and piano melodies to try and catch that emotion. Last thing I want to mention is that there's a placement opportunity with this beat. We're going to be working with Luchito Beats. We're going to try to build a beat around some of his emotional guitar stuff. If you want to check out his socials and his website links for loops, you can check them down in the description. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it.
Hello, mate.
Like I mentioned before, we're going to be working with one of Luchito's loops. So I've got these loops right here with the melodies and 130 BPM, key F minor. Check it out. Wait, hang on. You know what this reminds me of? Introducing Virgin Mobile Light, all accessible network, starting at a low price of just $10 a month. No fees. So I actually have a reference here. It is a Juice WRLD song. It's called Blood on My Jeans. Excuse me, but I'm not going to play it because of, copyright problems. So let's move this down to 118. So we're now at 118 BPM. Let's try muting some of these other sounds. Definitely want to keep that one. Man, bro, this melody right here is just pure gold. Right now we're in F minor. Let's see what F sharp minor sounds like. When it comes to building guitar chords, you have to think of it realistically. So this chord that I have up on the screen right now, you can't really play this because this F sharp 4 and this A4, they're pretty much on the same string. So when you play guitar, every note that you play is on a different string. That's how you get the strumming effect. You may just have to kind of play around with some of the notes and just try to shift them up or down and find what sounds best to you. Taking a look at ample guitar, let's play the chord. You can see that we've pretty much got a finger on every single note. Next, let's hit Control A and then Alt S for the strum tool. This is just gonna let you have a more realistic sound when you play chords. I want to do kind of like a da na 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 na. By this point, you guys should get the idea. We're pretty much just trying to add that human feel to the strumming, and the way that we're doing that is with adjusting the velocity and messing with the time of the strum. One other thing that I wanted to add is that when you go up to the greater octaves in ample guitar, you start getting into the effects like palm mutes and finger slides. If you hover your mouse over these green buttons here, you see the name of the effect. This is a slap. This is a scratch. Things like downstroke noises are what you want to utilize to make your sound more realistic. In this case, the finger slide sound is F7, so we're just going to go all the way up to F7 here and place it right about here because we know we're about to play a lower chord. But naturally, when you've got your fingers on the acoustic guitar, you slide down, you're going to get that sliding sound. Maybe add a slap sound right here. Kind of like that chord. Let's see. Let's see if we can work with that chord. If you have some strums that are short in length like this that I've got highlighted right here, you can mess with the timing to add a little bit of extra sauce. Another gem about getting the guitars sounding more realistic is to pay attention to your strumming. Generally, at the beginning of a bar, you're gonna have a down strum. You can do things like adding the sound of a downstroke. Once you get that downstroke, you're naturally going to want to come up with an upstroke. The thing about upstrokes is that you play the highest note first instead of the lowest note first. I've already added the strum effects to this chord. This C sharp, the lowest note, comes first. This F sharp note comes last on the upstroke. Like we said, the highest note, F sharp, comes first. Lowest note, C sharp, comes last. Just to recap on things, up here on the ample guitar is where I have all the sound effects like strum sounds, guitar slides, and then down here is the actual chord progression.
Damn, bro.
So that my computer doesn't die on me, I'm gonna highlight this and we're just gonna bounce it. Major gem, you can go to your pre-computed effects and you can adjust the stereo delay. I like the effect that claps have when they're wide, so if you turn this stereo delay up a little bit, want to add an effect to the guitar chords that I had. Let's try gross beat. If you're not familiar with gross beat, I actually made a guide. It's my last video. I'll link the card somewhere up here. It's a basic guide, but it shows you how you can use gross beat to juice up some of your melodies. So check it out if you haven't yet. I think if I make this line parallel, it's not going to play any sound. What happens if we move it back 2 beats? Alright, so we're gonna get the 808s in. I'm using this Manny Zay 808. Sounds like that. These notes are getting pretty low, so let's shift it up an octave so we can get a good idea what it sounds like.
Nope.
It's supposed to be a B there. Okay, I just realized that the 808s kind of sound like ass. Took my headphones off and I realized I needed to change some things, so let me show you what I'm gonna do. The problem is when the 808s get too low of a register, they don't sound as good, so we can just pop them up an octave. So once you get to this point, you can go back and make your hi-hats more interesting. You just want to make the drums interesting, obviously not overbearing. I know I added this little Stairmaster thing like this. But that's just kind of a little bit of flair I like to add. You want to have a drum pattern that's going to be predictable. So this open hat, I'm just going to add at the start of every 4 bars. Length is a little bit too long and actually the start's a little bit off. So let's shorten that and out knob. You could also use a little bit more stereo delay. So again, we're gonna go to the pre-computed effects and do this. Cool, triangle. Whole kit. Can't have a Juice WRLD or Kid Laroi type beat without some kind of background vocal. And you guys already know the drill. I use arcade in pretty much every single beat. My personal view on it is it's not something that you should start your melodies with. It's always something that you should use to glue everything together. Melodic croon, mayo, mayo. Yo, what the fuck? Like, why is it so perfect? This feels kind of strange, but I think we're done. Sometimes you just get to a point in your beat where you just know that this is it and nothing else needs to be added. Maybe some things need to be taken away. And just to give you guys a little note on the structure, it goes intro and it goes into kind of the hook, and then we're getting into the verse. The second part of the verse has the vocals that come in, and we're finally right back at the hook right here. So I'm just gonna give you guys a playthrough. But before we get into that, I just want to give a huge shout out to Luchito Beats. He's actually given me an opportunity to get a pretty big placement with this beat, so seriously much appreciated. If you guys need anything guitar related, if you need organic, realistic, professionally recorded guitar loops, please go check out Luchito's page. Links are down in the bio if you want to follow him on IG. Anyways, if you found this tutorial helpful, then please hit the subscribe button, join the comment house, smash that like button until it turns blue because I love you long time. If you have any questions or you want to request something specific, then please hit me up on IG at KazeBeat. If you're actually at this point in the video, then type in GWAS in the comments, GWAS. It means game was a success. If you're a real one, then I'll know you are because I'll see a GWAS somewhere in the comments.